Hello everybody, welcome to this series of breathing practices. This practice is called square breath. Some of you may be familiar with it, some of you may never have heard of it. And one of the joys of square breath is, for those of you that get very distracted through breathing practices, is you are able to anchor the mind on a count and a movement. So you've got something a little bit more tangible to come back to than just the breath itself. So if you find that sitting with the breath, just you grinding your jaw, bringing the eyebrows together, getting a little bit exasperated with the whole thing, then sometimes it's an idea to have an alternative that you can shift over to. So the focus is still on developing mindfulness, still on developing, becoming comfortable with just sitting and watching your breath, but we're using different techniques. So square breath, how do we start? You're going to start with your eyes closed, but before you close your eyes, I'm going to show you what we're doing. So you are going to start at the bottom of your right hip. And then you're going to inhale for the count of 4. And as you inhale, you're visualizing, drawing that breath up to the right shoulder. You're then going to hold the breath for 2 as you take it across to the left shoulder. You're going to exhale for 4, down to the left hip, pause, and then hold that exhalation as you take it across to the right hip. And we begin again. Okay, so usual thing, make sure you're comfortable, make sure there's no pressure coming into the back of the waist, you're able to lengthen up through the back. Bring the backs of your hands to your thighs, close your eyes, draw the upper arms in, and then this time just that space between the shoulder blades, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So you're sliding them in along a flat plane, feeling the front of the chest broaden, and then let that relax. And just begin by following your breath, just bringing it in through the nose, the throat, into the body. Following it back out. And check the space between the eyebrows. The tongue just resting behind the teeth. No tension in the shoulders. And then when you're ready, you move your focus down to the right hip. Inhale for the count of 4, drawing that breath up to the right shoulder. A little pause at the end of the inhale, and then hold for 2, moving your focus across to the left shoulder. That little pause. You exhale for the count of 4, taking the breath down to the left hip. Pause. And then take the exhale, retaining across to the right hip. The count of 2. Pause. And begin again. In for 4. Pause, hold for 2. Exhale for 4. Hold for 2. Back to the right hip. begin again. And find yourself losing focus, or maybe the exhale and the retention of the exhale is bringing up just feelings of anxiety or restlessness. You can just come back to the normal breath, a few breaths, and then go back to your count. And you find you've drifted away. Just bring it back. Finding that space, the right hip, leading from there. Knowing that distraction is natural. You recognize it, you come back. And then at the end of the next exhale, just allow your breath to come back to its own rhythm. Resting on that natural movement. And keep the eyes closed, bring the palms together. Give them a rub. You take your hands to cover your eyes. A few blinks behind the hands. And then open your eyes. Take your arms down, give your shoulders a little roll, and enjoy the rest of your day.